Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my little thing on my corner of the internet. As you can see, my day is going very well, given by the fact that I ran out of time and I'm only eating now. You know, really, it has been fine, but like crazy at the same time. I don't know. Today is less crazy than yesterday was. Yesterday was insane. But yeah, today was the day that I won't say learned, but really came to terms with the fact my nose ring is crooked. That going to the gym makes my aftercare harder, makes things tighter, things take longer. It's throwing some interesting questions my way right now. Feel like I want to ask my former physical therapist. I'm not seeing anyone for physical therapy right now, but at the same time, I don't want to keep like bothering them. um, I don't know. I'm not going to stop going to the gym because, like I said, it took longer. It was more difficult, but it was not painful. It did not um, cause problems, I don't think. But what's more pressing is that I am going on vacation next week, and I am debating on whether or not to sign up for a gym while I'm out there. And yeah, I'm kind of now leaning a little bit towards maybe I don't, which I feel bad about because I told my personal trainer literally today that I was going to sign up for the gym and try to go 3 or 4 times between when I go out there, either Thursday or Friday, and then when I come back on Saturday next. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. Not sure yet. Mm. Uh oh. I made my tacos a little big. You probably can't hear that, but that would be a big rumble um, coming from the sky. So hopefully nothing goes wrong and I don't lose power or something. But I gotta answer this. I just want to see if I can hear what you hear right now for a bit. So that's good. I like that. I haven't tried this yet. Okay, so I'm gonna hop right in. Doesn't look like we have anyone here watching the stream or in chat, which is okay. This is not the first time I've played to an empty room. Last week, as an example. um, but aside from my boyfriend being there for a little bit, but I will uh, just jump in, keep eating, and comment along. We'll see what happens. I guess if it turns out to be like a totally flat, nobody's here kind of day, I might end early. I don't know. I know American tacos are not like authentic in any way. Even less so if you get a taco kit for the grocery store, but these are still so good. I'm sorry. I'm trash. I know. Chapter 3. Alright, where we left off. Major What's-His-Face has been killed. I have to investigate, apparently, because this matters, apparently. Even though I swear we could probably just... I don't know. Just let him die. Ex-military. He's not even current military? The fuck? Told me that there was... Okay. Oh, she owns newspapers. I thought she was just a journalist.
Anything I can do to help, Detective?
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Oh, I forgot the sauce. Oh no! Rip. Oh, I've been playing Baldur's Gate too long. I just started hitting a controller shortcut to highlight available items around me in Baldur's Gate 3, which doesn't work in Poirot. Fun fact. Same, isometric 3D viewpoint, though. That's true. Is there a reason why I can't... I just have to look at the corpse first? Single stab. That's a lot of bruising for one punch. Little stab.
Oh. Oh.
Unless it was new.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Read the letter. But I know you and your past very well. As of past your actions or anything the world actions which shape the evilest of men. Details so heinous to include them surely bring a tear to my eye. Now is the time for the truth to be revealed to all. Well, not one man is to blame for final outcome. It was you that brought the final piece of the puzzle. But no one else would. If you wish to remain a free man, fill a brown paper parcel with 5,000 francs addressed to Monsieur Dupont. Addressed to Monsieur Dupont to Barbier and Sons Cobbler before bring it to Barbier and Sons Cobbler. This coming Wednesday. While this time consider your next move, I will not ponder it for too long. Unless your crimes, surely will not ponder long your punishment. So, blackmail? That looks exactly like...
Aha.
lot of stuff here. Two things to make so far. I think second floor window and damp floor. That makes sense.
Order and method.
Or not.
That is the way
Maybe
to
it's
solve
the remaining ice
problem.
cubes.
What a
There we go.
revelation.
Bucket was overturned. No. Name. Large check. For security consulting.
This will not get me any.
I was thinking that would maybe.
I should not be surprised by
That's
my
what
own
it is.
skills
I'm
of
thinking
deduction.
not a robbery.
I must act on thought and. Is there something?
Maybe I could say burn mark and unrepaired.
I cannot see the logic in this.
It's because there was a fight. Let's talk about the fight. I want to talk about the fight.
Magnifique.
Yeah, I don't get that one. Explain that. Signs that something occurred in the city between the major and fugitive. I feel like there are other things to connect that would have made more sense than the ice bucket and the unrepaired dent in the plaster. Like the burnt carpet, for instance. Evidence of a fight.
Another success.
Somebody gone to the lengths of scanning the wall to ensure that the taking valuables. It was not a burglary. Or we could just say it's not just not a simple burglary. It's straight up just not a burglary. Right?
Aha.
Someone he knew. See how it goes.
Things are beginning to become.
Unobstructed. Bedroom stairs how the perpetrator entered the room of one Christ. Ready to slip it
Anything I can do to help, Detective? Rihanna brought him some ice for his cheek earlier.
And when was that?
When he returned from his cigar outside, he asked for something to be brought upstairs to ease the swelling of his face. He would normally smoke only in here. Lady Vandenbosch doesn't like the smell of his cigars in the public rooms.
Sticky. That's for sure.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Okay, we gotta search the study again.
Oh. Hmm. Huh. Ah.
Okay, why was the poker stick even there?
Huh.
Didn't light a fire. Right? We have some connections to make. Oh boy. Do logs, clean fire, poker sticks.
Come, my little grey cells. I must take a different approach if I am to The pieces of the puzzle are finally
I was
coming.
gonna say, one of these has to make some sense. Dropped his cigar. Nope. Fucking matchbox.
I cannot see the logic
What?
in this. Perhaps a...
Oh, so something else? Huh. Okay.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Magnifique.
maybe it's just to say that people haven't. Room is not cleaned. Okay. More connection to make here.
This will not get me any close. Order and method. That...
Else is a mess.
Anything I can... As I said, Mr. Hagen did not allow the staff in here alone, besides me. He was very clear on that.
Have the staff ever given him reason to not trust them?
Nothing has ever been brought to my attention, but he was very clear no one was to be in here without his permission.
I suppose it is not unreasonable. I would have thought with his military past he would have kept it immaculate with not a speck of dust or hair out of place. But the fireplace, for instance, says otherwise.
I haven't seen it lit since he has been with us, even in the colder months. It's been in this state for some time.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated. Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically. Is there something I... Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
I don't feel like a genius right now.
The pieces of the puzzle are fine. Another success. must take a different approach if I am to uncup. I must act on. What a revelation!
Ah. Hold on. I get it.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction. Order and method. That is the way to solve the problem.
Actually, a little lost now. I think.
I must take a different approach if I am. I cannot see the logic in this.
Oh.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Closed room murder mystery. Oh, okay. Let's just close one and we open a new one. Okay. Oh, can't.
Anything I can do? As you wish.
Just made it okay. Okay.
Oh.
Business decisions for the situation. Factories, this was I step back from Stuart Becker's efforts. Sorries, seek and demand the fair treatment they deserve. Long field the fires aren't even laid, and the match start to strike you. Do not want to be near those night. And you were once good, honorable man. But that is true today. Huh. I mean, that one feels pretty obvious to me.
Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically. This will not get me any close. I must must act on thought and fact.
Oh, Gideon is a supporter of the unions. Okay.
The pieces of the puzzle are
alright.
finally coming together.
Actually, I wasn't making that one. Okay. Should find a way to mark all of these as red.
Aha.
Not important. Not important.
Huh.
Despite seeing this matter, really getting banned. Gosh. Attention, level, and standard respect. Not fully aware of the help you have offered to Madame and family and household, where the assistance that I have given to Madame. I count before her. It's business now the feeling my duty to continue to give aid and help Madame Bosch names. It's been. Having said that, it's not something business person separate. This is how I found myself today. Cassandra and I share a bond that one does not experience. Lifetime, no doubt, felt similar. But what may be lust to one man is love to another. I respect your efforts in the war and the generosity you've shown, Madame. I must request you step back from what you consider to be your duties at the house and allow for Madame to make her choice. The choice, I believe, is obvious to all parties, just as corresponds with your rights. Only a gentleman's agreement is enough to make an arrangement.
Huh. Ah.
Okay. Since it's no other option, Madame Van de Bosch and I have been friends for 1 year, so I can know there's to continue. I'm well aware of the companionship you have. My good friend over the years, most generous, and without it, I care not to think what would have happened to her, but what does not give you the opportunity to act in such a balanced manner. Days that I can past, I promise that I will protect both Cassandra and Angeline, and it was a promise I will keep. You were once a major in the British Armed Forces. I know it's just because there's less text, so they just made it bigger to fill the space, but it feels like this is yelling now. You were once a major in the British Armed Forces, but your actions have mirrored the drunken fools. House, please know by the sub response, not a question requires an answer. Only hope that you see your errors adjust accordingly. Pretty sure we know who that is.
Magnifique.
And pretty sure we know this one too.
Another success.
He shall talk to Archibald. Oh, we're finished looking at all this stuff.
Oh.
Certainly. What do you... The male guests, I believe, he knows in a business capacity, but I'm afraid that's all I know. I will add, though, he has not always been the easiest man to get along with.
He's a bitch.
You are talking from personal experience of working for him.
I am head butler to the Van den Bosch family in their home. He has made himself comfortable, but to me he still remained a guest. There's not much I couldn't tell you. As soon as he found out my father was in the army, his stories never stopped.
Sorry for your loss.
I am sure an officer of his rank must have many a tale.
A tale is a fitting description. Not so much a pinch of salt, more like a bag is needed listening to them.
Somebody didn't actually do much.
You've lost me, detective.
I struggle to believe they were both helping her out of the kindness of their hearts. Could they have been fighting for the Madame's affection?
Ah, that didn't take you long to spot.
Wasn't that fucking hard?
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Alright. Major fabricated his accomplishments, Cassandra's multiple admirers, and the Major is generally disliked.
I should not be surprised, but... What a revelation!
It seems the guests didn't like the asshole. Who knew? Multiple guests, killer may still be in the building. Alright. But we're gonna find out pretty soon that more people are possibly involved. This is an Agatha Christie story.
Certainly. What do you need?
It is not really Agatha Christie.
As you wish.
Gather everyone in the parlor for parlor scene part 1. I'm probably going to have some ice cream.
The guests are waiting for you, detective.
What's difficult is I actually got 2 things of ice cream a little while ago, and one of them is like legit good chocolate ice cream. It's Haagen-Dazs. The other I got because it sounded really yummy. It was a cherry chocolate chip thing, so like cherry ice cream with cherries in it, chunks of cherries, and chocolate chips. So it's kind of like a really big, like a big tub of what I thought was going to be like Cherry Garcia. This is not Ben & Jerry's, unfortunately. The thing is, it's Blue Bunny. Did not know before buying that, because I just assumed that it was actually ice cream. That Blue Bunny is not ice cream anymore. They produce frozen dairy products, not ice cream. Because they use a lot of oil to keep the whatever this is soft. And yeah, you can tell it doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good. I'm eating it, but like I'm not particularly enjoying it, to be honest.
I am most grateful. Madame Vandenbosch is here also?
She's in her room with Miss Angeline. It may be better to speak with them privately tomorrow.
Oui, merci. I shall come find you again once my questioning is complete.
Get some alibis, baby. All right. Actually, first up,
Is that the end of your...
There are still some...
we're gonna.
I'm afraid our conversation is of a more formal nature this time.
So the Major was murdered?
It appears so.
You can't think that I did it, though.
I will be questioning everyone over the course of the evening, and your cooperation will certainly speed up that process.
All right. Where were you? Come on, I'm hitting
I
the wrong
was
button.
here in the salon, minding my own business, enjoying my own company.
Minding your business from whom?
Comtesse, what's her name, and my brother. Apart from wanting to congratulate him for a great right hook, there was nothing I had to say to him.
Comtesse de Vos. And they will both confirm you were here?
If she had taken a moment to notice anything besides herself, she will tell you I was here the whole time.
I think that is all for now.
Okay. So easy.
Bonsoir, Monsieur Beckers. Merci for speaking with me.
Monsieur Poirot, or should it be Detective Poirot now?
Detective Poirot is perfect, merci. I would like to begin with a few questions.
Go right ahead, Detective Poirot. I took great pleasure in seeing the Major's ego as well as his face take a bruising, and then I made my way to the library.
Well, you spoke with Mademoiselle Conrad.
And yourself? Yes.
We were the only two that you spoke with.
One of the servants brought me a drink, and I was telling her about the benefits of joining a union. She didn't understand what it truly meant to be a part of something. Something bigger than just her. I was trying to explain to her how...
Monsieur.
Oh, yes, it was just the two of you, and the servant.
Can't remember her name.
And you are sure there
So-
was no one else present?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, Detective. You were there.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers.
All right.
Monsieur de
lying?
Silva, merci for obliging me.
A detective comes to a
How
party.
do you actually
body
use
shows up.
merci in a
Coincidental,
sentence if
don't
you're
you
using
think?
it as a substitution for thank you? Like, can you put merci instead of thank you? Because I don't think I ever heard merci as like by itself or at the end of a phrase. French, actual French, but not say this language.
A man's death is not a matter to joke on, monsieur.
Yeah,
Who
dickbag.
said anything about a joke? I am saying what I see.
Then perhaps you can tell me what it was you saw this evening.
Following whatever that was in the hall, I moved to the library.
Is there anyone that can confirm that?
Miss Conrad and Beckers were in there, arguing about something. The books held my interest far more than their conversation.
You did not speak with them until dinner was served?
I had no reason to get involved with their little spat. It was clear they didn't want me to hear, and that suited me just fine.
Merci for your cooperation.
Okay. No.
Monsieur
What?
Demir, I am sorry your celebrations have taken a rather dark turn.
As am I, Detective. I hope we will be able to bring this investigation to an end post-haste.
With your cooperation, I will do my very best.
I was here in the salon. I thought I would have a moment of peace to calm myself, but the Comtesse and my brother followed behind.
Did they inquire into the reasons behind the fight in the hall?
I think they both saw it as some light entertainment, more than anything else.
The Countess does not strike me as one to enjoy violence.
And not so much violence, but karma for the Major, perhaps. You did not hear how he spoke to my wife-to-be. She is still rather upset about the whole thing.
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may require your help further. Countess, I am sorry our next conversation must be under such formal circumstances.
It is not the first time Felix has ruined a good party.
I'm glad her concern is that
The current state of tonight's celebrations is the least of my priorities, Countess.
Well, it's at the top of mine, detective. I did not come here for a wake.
Perhaps then we should proceed with my questions and you can get back to celebrating.
It would be my pleasure, chérie. I did. I thought by staying in one place, it would be easy for the staff to bring me my drinks. How wrong I was.
And who else was present in here?
The handsome groom-to-be and his brother, although Zachariah, is it, made a rather sharp exit at one stage.
Did he say where he was going?
He barely said two words to either of us. I think he was more concerned with his drink.
Merci, Countess. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come
two
and find you.
inconsistencies so far.
Mademoiselle Conrad, I am sure you understand the delicate nature of the situation.
I knew I had seen your face before. You were just an officer when that story hit the paper.
You have a très bon memory, mademoiselle. That was a long time ago.
You can't escape the past, especially when you go and do something like that.
That is very true, but one can learn from it and create a better future.
What would you say to
Please, mademoiselle. Catching the Major's killer is my sole concern right now. Now, if you would be so kind, I have some questions for you.
I arrived, unpacked my bags in my room, and made it downstairs just in time to see the Major take a right hook from Gideon. And then I went to check out the library.
And you were joined by Monsieur Beckers.
And Ernesto, or Monsieur de Silver, as you say. But after he ignored my attempt at pleasantries, I left him to his book in the corner.
And your conversation with Monsieur Beckers that I interrupted.
You are a persistent one, aren't you? Makes sense now I know who you really are. You'll just have to wait and read about it in the paper like everyone else.
Yeah, we're probably gonna find that out by the end of this.
You have been most helpful. I request you do not go too far. Merci.
Alright, time to do some mind mapping. That is definitely a lot of stuff that we can do. Clear up all those things. Alright. Zachariah went missing.
Is there something I
What?
am not... Things are beginning to become...
Okay.
I cannot see the logic in this.
Where do I do this here?
I must act on
Oh, no.
thought.
Huh.
I should not be surprised
Yeah,
by...
that makes sense. Go and Gideon confirm each other's alibis. That doesn't work?
Magnifique.
That works. Okay, I guess. Gideon did not mention it. Oh, this is some type of That is inconsistency number 1 solved. Sto was lurking in the library.
What a revelation.
Hugo and Jackie confirmed each other's appearance. Jackie and myself.
Is there something I am not... Another success.
Set his alibis.
Order and method. That... I must take a different approach if I... Things are beginning to be...
We got there. Failed to mention seeing Ernesto. Talk to Hugo. Alright.
More question.
Merci.
Bad. I forgot your name, I'm sorry.
Whatever you require, detective. I know you are probably used to dealing with criminals, but not everyone is trying to hide something.
I hope for your sake that you do not hide anything from me.
What is it you think I'm hiding?
I struggle to believe you did not know of Monsieur da Silva's presence in the library.
Is that what this is about? I saw him hiding in the corner, pretending to read. I'd be surprised if he even could. I did not speak to him, and he certainly didn't make any attempt to speak with me.
Monsieur Demire invited you here to speak with him. You didn't see that as a fitting time too?
I was speaking with Jacqueline, and quite frankly, I was in no mood to be dealing with that man.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers. It has been a most enlightening
I'll bark, no bite.
conversation.
I'm an open book, Poirot. I told you already. I was here in the salon.
And you did not leave even once.
Well, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't realize I had to update you every time nature called.
You may keep your calls of nature to yourself, merci. And then you returned to the salon?
If you don't believe me, ask Archibald. He saw me on his way up to the study.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Do that, but
This will not get me any Some would say a lucky guess. The pieces of the puzzle are final. Can you confirm seeing Monsieur Demire in the hall this evening?
with the revolver.
Zachariah, yes. I was on my way with a bottle of whiskey to the Major. He shouted a rather ignorable greeting to me and asked for directions to the bathroom.
I presume you showed him the way?
Aye, detective. I showed him to the hall bathroom. I didn't think it was wise to attempt the stairs, not in that state.
And unfortunately, that also is confirmed. The alibis might be tight.
Come, my little Grace Alice.
What?
We must. The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming. Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment.
Unfortunately, none of them seem to have done it. And another one. These mind maps are a little... I mean, there's like two mechanics to this game. You go around, click buttons to look at things, and then you do mind maps every single time. So now we have to talk about motive. And talk to everybody again. Alright, hold on. We couldn't do
I'm an
that the
open
first
book,
time?
Poirot. Why would I? I've got nothing to say to him.
Guess we
except
do have those little
maybe to
challenge
keep his hands off
conversations.
what is ours.
What is yours that he could want?
Money, of course. Why do you think he has been suckling at the Van den Bosch teat for so long? He's bled them dry, and now they will all do the same to our money.
Our?
My father's, Gideon's, it's all the same. When you have not been on level playing fields for years, it's hard to have a fair game.
I am afraid I do not quite understand.
If we're playing golf, he has a full set of clubs and a caddy in the form of my father, and I have the old split putter. Make sense now?
Perfectly.
Hmm.
I think that is all for now.
So yeah, that's deeper than just rivalry between siblings.
Whatever you require, Detective. I know that I don't think, or didn't think, a great deal of him. I'm just sorry I didn't get the chance to tell him what I thought.
I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to tell him what a fucking ass he is.
The man has recently been murdered.
This man
Someone
cares.
must stand up to men like him, with their crooked dealings and lack of, well, any compassion at all.
Another rousing speech, monsieur.
It's the truth. If you knew what I know, maybe he wouldn't be dead, but behind bars instead. Yes, Gideon invited me. If you will recall from our previous conversation, we have been working together and he thought now would be a good time to discuss matters.
To discuss business at the celebration of his engagement.
We're all here, so what better time? He thought Da Silva might even let his guard down, if he was in a more jubilant mood. It would be wise to not continue to ignore us any longer.
And what business was it that was so urgent?
We're trying to resolve the worker strikes. It has gone on long enough. Now is the time for him to listen to our demands so we can put an end to it all. Put the violence and upset behind us. I am fighting for the basic rights of our workers, nothing more. If he can't see that, he is a lesser man than I already thought.
And where does Monsieur Gideon fit into the negotiations? And his brother?
His brother? I didn't even know he had a brother until I arrived here. Gideon certainly hasn't talked much about him. I get the sense there's not much love lost between them.
Yeah.
Anger, yes, but that's all. I wouldn't kill a man.
You must see why this leads me to have suspicions.
You can't honestly think I did it. I am a man of peace. I make changes with words, not with violence.
Nope. No voice. Okay. No voice at all. All right.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers. It has been a
And
most
we're back.
enlightening conversation.
That was weird. Are there deductions I can make right now, or no? Okay, keep going.
More questions? I suppose so.
You just seem like you don't want to be here.
Felix, I didn't know him that well. We spoke a handful of times. I met him through Cassandra. I thought him to be rather pompous.
You were right.
But you remained polite, as any gentleman would.
Of course.
Nobody liked him, so...
What is there to say? She's a remarkable woman, and I admire her. Even after Edwin's death, she held herself with such poise.
Okay, but no, she is also an asshole.
It sounds as though you hold her in the highest regard.
Does that mean you were also an asshole?
And why shouldn't I? Women these days could take a leaf out of her book on how to present themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
He had approached me about doing some business together. I like to know who I'm getting into bed with first.
And you both went ahead with your business venture.
Not so much a business venture, more security related. But there's no need to discuss that any further.
Is there something you wish to remain hidden about your partnership, monsieur?
It was far from a partnership. I hired him to run security at my factories. If the workers were going to get violent, I wanted to make sure I was ready to protect my property.
Okay, it's a good thing you're not in the United States. He probably would have hired the fucking Pinkertons, let's be honest.
That is correct.
And the reason for your support was always of a purely platonic nature.
Don't lie to me.
If you're trying to insinuate that I was expecting something in return, you can remove your head from the gutter.
Okay. We weren't going that far, buddy.
I meant no offense. I'm only trying to understand the dynamic of your relationship. Merci for your...
Alright, gossip.
No trouble at all. How can I help? I knew of him more than actually knowing him myself. In the past, he made his feelings towards my brother and I quite clear.
And that was not in a positive way.
I certainly wouldn't call trying to get Angeline to postpone the engagement positive. What do you mean?
I do not mean to pry, only I imagine the whole room was aware of his celebrating with a bottle.
You must be mistaken. Neither my brother nor I drink.
Have you met your brother? Huh. Okay. Fascinating.
We aren't the closest. But what brothers are?
I would argue that many are.
It's actually quite common to be at least on friendly terms with one's brother.
We've lived very different lives. Our priorities are different. He does not see things the way I do. There isn't much more to say. I have lent my voice to some discussions. I have tried to facilitate meetings. Just positive support.
Does that positive support include sending letters to those on the opposing side?
Detective Poirot, I'm not sure what you think I have done.
Monsieur, a letter has been found threatening the Major of what might happen if he does not act promptly, and now he has wound up dead.
You think my sending him a letter, warning him not to get involved, means I murdered him?
At this time, it is certainly reason for me to be suspicious.
I have been funding the strikes, Detective. These men deserve fair treatment, and a wage that fits the hard work they undertake every single day. The Major didn't see that. All he cared about was the money for his services, and that is all I care to discuss.
If you would be so kind as to stay...
I am all yours, Detective.
Dish, baby, dish.
Why would I actively choose to speak to that wretched man?
You were quite adamant of your protection of Madame. If he was as awful as you portrayed him to be, there must have been some words spoken, or perhaps written?
He was quite aware of how I felt towards him, and the lengths he has gone to remain close to the family. That is all that needs to be said.
I must admit, I would not want to be on the receiving end of your tongue's wrath, Countess.
Wise thinking, Detective. I imagine she will have shed a tear for him, but she should not waste any more.
You don't think she would? Or you don't want her to?
I have made it quite clear what I think of that man, alive or dead. I would not want her to waste anything further on him.
It's a close race between who has the sharper tongue. That's fair.
What of it?
Do you believe there was something more to their friendship?
As I have said, Detective, I am not one to gossip.
But if you were...
I would not even consider your name and that word in the same sentence.
But if you were one...
Because it is not gossip when it's the truth.
I don't think that's what gossip means, but okay. Gossip... is speculative. I think gossip is inherently speculative. Let's look up the definition for gossip. Okay. Casual or unconstrained conversation or reports about other people, typically involving details that are not confirmed as being true. Okay. I rescind my... But then, is it you just believe it to be true, or you have confirmed? Or Poirot's gonna... Yep. be the pedant in the conversation that I just was. Thank you for confirming my little sidebar.
Why else do you think he would stay around for so long? Yes, he was a friend and partner to the Viscount, but it is plain to see it is Cassandra's partnership he longs for. He was a disgusting leech that was driven only by money and power, like most men.
I can assure you not all men are concerned with such egotistical wealth.
That may be, but they are few and far between. I believe you are a special case, Detective Poirot.
It is not the first time I have been described in such a way.
Embrace the compliment, Detective. You have set yourself apart from the horrid crétins that seem to somehow make their way into positions of authority and power.
No comment.
And that is what the Major was doing? Using Madame Van den Bosch as his ladder to the top?
You are finally seeing the man he was. A weak and self-indulgent social climber.
Merci, Countess. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
You came to the right place. What do you need? I know that he was not the good and honest man he liked to think he was.
In what sense?
If you spoke to him for longer than 5 minutes, you'd know. I've met people in dark alleys I trust before him.
Thing.
And on the occasions when you did speak with him, what was discussed?
I'm sorry, Poirot. If you're looking for a deep-seated secret between me and him, you're going to be disappointed. That man has got some real anger issues. I get why he's frustrated. He's trying his best for the workers, but holding on to rage like that, something's gonna burst.
That feels like you're trying to plant something, if I may be so bold.
If you think you can use me as some sort of gossip machine, you are sorely mistaken.
I can assure you it is not a case of gossiping. At this point, everything may be relevant to my investigation.
So I would be helping you potentially solve a crime? You should have said that off the bat. To say he's smitten is an understatement. I reckon he's been wanting her for years.
So I would be helping you potentially solve a crime. What the fuck do you think I'm doing here? Like, did the word detective and murder investigation, none of those words sink in ahead of time? Like, okay. I would be helping you potentially solve a crime? You should have said that off the bat. It was, if not already said, deeply implied. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Madame does not feel the same?
Doesn't look like it. If she did, she would have said something about it, right? I don't know if you really would. She's got a mouth the size of Texas, except when it comes to truths about her. She wants everyone to think that she's the savior of these girls at the shelter. But there's a side to her I don't think anyone gets to see.
And what side is that?
One that she is keeping tucked away under her very expensive dress.
You have been most helpful. I request you do not go too far. Merci.
Okay.
I am all yours, Detective.
Countess, you gave me the impression the Major and the Madame were close. But there were times where he acted rather aggressively to her, n'est-ce pas?
Did he do something?
I am sorry, Detective, but I did not mean to give you such an impression. Ever the charmer, Detective. I would talk more on it, but I'm afraid Cassandra would think I am talking about her behind her back. is not often I am swayed so easily. I applaud you on your willingness and persistence. From day one, I was wary of his intentions.
Surprisingly easy. Only
and
two?
It was not long before he showed his true colors. If it is a tear she sheds, it should be one of joy that he is out of her life.
I understand your feelings towards the Major, but perhaps there was...
He was a bully. He took his shortcomings out on her, and she sat there and accepted it. I never thought I would see the day. Perhaps now she will be able to see the man he truly was. Karma will always catch up to you.
Merci, Comtesse.
Okay.
I'm an open book, Poirot.
So you don't drink.
That doesn't surprise me, and yet no one actually asks.
I am asking now.
I should have expected that, shouldn't I? What is there to say? We used to be close, but not so much anymore.
I would find it very helpful if you could at least elaborate on your relationship.
He went to school, got an education, and was the apple of our father's eye. I went to war. See the difference now.
Yeah, he's still kind of stuck with that.
If you want to know about Gideon's part in the Union, why don't you ask him?
So, you are aware of his support for them?
Yes, well, he...
Oui, monsieur?
It'd be best to just ask him.
Odd.
I think that is all for now.
No trouble at all. I believe there are more important matters at hand than talking about my brother and I's relationship, or lack thereof.
Not necessarily.
The murderer is in this house, and by holding back information that may help my investigation, you only make me suspicious of your involvement. Monsieur Demire, if you continue to withhold information, I can only assume you are hiding something, and must treat you as a prime suspect in the Major's murder.
I have nothing to hide. If you must know, we have not been on the best terms for years now. As I said, we are different people. He does not see the importance of planning for the future, and as much as my parents tried, they could not make him see that. I suppose that is why he sees me as their favorite.
He still believes that now?
I assume so. We barely talk anymore. I was hoping we would be able to sit down and talk and leave the past behind. But this evening...
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may...
Okay, let's make some connections here. Just clear these real quick. Hold on. Four things. Sounds like I'm scrolling through a PlayStation menu. Okay. It feels attached, and they are right next to each other, and they make fucking sense. Cannot see them working together. Unlikely to cooperate. Okay.
I must take a different approach if I am... Come, my little Grayson.
Nope, okay. Right. Also,
something.
no.
I should not be surprised by my own.
He'll lie about his temper.
Another
Those
success.
two confirm.
I
That's
never
why.
doubted myself.
Those two confirm Ernesto. That. A well-kept secret. One that isn't that well-kept. Okay.
This will not get me any closer. I must act on thought. Order and method. That.
Oh.
What a revelation!
I mean, yeah, they are conflicting. Okay.
More questions, I suppose.
Mademoiselle Conrad was quick to talk of your hidden feelings towards her, perhaps only hidden to Madame Vandenbosch herself.
What has this got to do with the Major's death? Does Cassandra know you have spoken to others about this? I have only tried to help her. There may be some feelings there, but Madame Vandenbosch does not know of them, and I trust that it will remain that way.
Oh, interesting.
Merci for your cooperation.
Okay. And we are done.
My time with the guests is complete, for tonight at least.
Do you know who killed Major Hagen?
I am afraid it is not as simple as that. There are many steps that lead to the truth. I must think on everything I have heard this evening and dissect the truths from the lies. Merci for your assistance this evening. Au revoir.
Okay. All right. What do we got?
Magnifique.
Major.
Things are beginning to become
Go.
clearer.
Give advice.
I cannot see the logic in this. This will not get me any closer to order and method. That is. What a revelation! pieces of the puzzle are finally...
Okay.
I should not be surprised by my own skills.
Alibis are confirmed. So nothing. Knock, knock, knock.
Entrez.
Detective, I'm sorry I did not join you in the salon as requested.
Please, mademoiselle. There is no need to apologize.
I was with Maman in her room. She would not allow anyone to see it, but I could see she was terribly upset.
Most understandable.
Do you have any suspicions as to who could have killed him?
I'm afraid my suspicions extended across all of the party's guests. While it seems as though their alibis all corroborate one another's, the disdain and hostility towards the Major makes them rife with motive.
I know there was some bad blood between the Major and some of the guests, but not enough to kill him, surely. She may seem tough on the exterior, but she's really quite kind when you get to know her.
That she may seem tough on the exterior, but she's really quite kind when you get to know her. Your mother?
The Countess? She is a formidable force I would not want to come up against.
Oh, okay, you're talking about Margot. Okay. I was going to say, we gotta clarify. I know some of the guests, and then say she. Like, the singular person?
Don't be silly, detective. She wouldn't hurt a soul. Jacqueline, I mean.
Okay, nope, now we're talking about Jacqueline. Jackie.
I assume that's who you were talking about, detective, after what happened between them.
That is a story I have yet to hear.
She must have told you about the piece she was writing on us, about Gideon's work and our marriage.
Somehow, that was the only thing she did not mention.
That's strange. I thought that is what she would have started the conversation with. Well, she had come to the house to interview me, and when I entered the library, she was there with Felix amid a rather heated conversation.
Do you know what this conversation regarded?
I'm afraid not, but Felix was quite enraged. He picked up an envelope from the table and stormed out, slamming the door behind him.
And Mademoiselle Conrad?
She was equally heated in the moment. She had a few choice words for him that I wouldn't care to repeat. Better, thank you, detective. She's resting in her room. It is the best place for her.
And you, mademoiselle?
I'm not quite sure. It is a rather surreal feeling. I did not think I would miss him like I do.
It is understandable. He has been a close friend to your maman for many years.
And to me, detective. We had grown close. After father's passing, he was always there for me. And now, he's gone as well.
And he was abusive?
You must try and not think on it like that.
It is easier said than done, detective.
I have no doubt, but you can be assured the culprit will not remain at large for long. You have my word.
I'm sorry, but I just can't imagine any of them committing such a heinous crime.
It can often be hard to look past one's personal feelings for someone and see their flaws.
It's not that, detective. It's just they have known each other for years. Why would any of them act now?
I was under the impression the Major had merely a business relationship with some of the guests.
That's true. But those invited know each other, some of them for years. They may not seem like it, but some are even friends. I should return to my room now, detective. It has been a trying day for us all.
Oui, mademoiselle. I am afraid tomorrow may bear a resemblance, but I will not stop until I have found his killer.
I am certainly glad you are here, Detective.
When and where a detective is required, that is where I shall be. Bonne nuit, mademoiselle.
Okay. I was quite sure that is not the case. Together now.
Another success. Some would say a lucky guess. Magnifique.
Doesn't feel like I actually did anything. Everybody's suspicious.
Some would say a lucky guess.
They might be covering for each other. Yeah, that's a fair way. No physical way they could have done all of that. Accomplices. Miss Mademoiselle be I'm the trusted ally that I now sense might be essential to catching. So in the beginning, Sibyl stories see how they fare tomorrow. Number of regrets. Everyone has the same idea. What? A shadowy figure. Le gasp. This is a good time to go get some ice cream. But, or not. Guess I can't pause yet. This works as a pause screen. Okay. All right, I'll be right back in just a moment. Alright, we're back, and I have my big bowl of ice cream, which makes me very happy. Okay.
Good morning, Detective. You slept well?
I'm afraid I did not. I was hoping for at least a moment of pleasant slumber, but alas, it was not to be. Finding the Major's killer is the only thing that will put my mind at ease.
In that case, Detective, what can I do to help? In that snow. If someone was out there, we'd have another body on our hands.
I realize how strange it sounds. I would not believe it myself if I had not seen it with my own eyes.
Staff have reported seeing things in the dark before, but it always just turns out to be shadows. It was likely just your mind playing tricks.
Sure.
I'm afraid our Lizzie is not well. I think the events of yesterday were too much for her. We'll have to just make do without her this morning.
As Wordsworth once stated, rest and be thankful. Perhaps a chance of peace and relaxation will work wonders.
She is currently eating breakfast alone in the dining room. It's how she prefers it. But if you wish to speak with her now... I would, but I'm afraid I found this morning that the telephone lines aren't working. The snow continued through the night and must have damaged them.
Oh. This is going well.
Even if we could use the telephone, I don't think anyone would be able to reach us.
In that case, it will be up to myself alone to solve the case.
I'll let you know if anything changes. But until some of the snow clears, enough for the carriages to arrive, we are snowed in.
Alright, and then there were none.
Taken care of. Master Demir and his brother, after sobering up, helped me move him into the cellar. Best place for the time being.
Très bien. I imagine there is no reason for anyone to go down there.
Besides me, no one. Once this snow clears, we will be able to move him from the house.
Your assistance has been most valuable as always.
Okay. But oops. Okay.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you were comfortable last night.
Bonjour,
This way,
mademoiselle.
yes.
The room was more than pleasant, merci. I'm afraid my mind was not in a state to enjoy it to its full potential, though.
I can't imagine any of us slept soundly last night.
Hopefully, guilt will be weighing heavily on someone's shoulders this morning.
I'm sorry if I was not much help last night, Detective.
On the contrary, your inside knowledge of the guests was of great help to my investigation. But there are many more questions that require answers.
His position? You mean about him living here?
Oui, Even in a house this size, you must see a lot of each other.
I enjoyed having him here. When I was away with Gideon, it was comforting to know Maman was not alone. Although his work with Mr. Da Silva has kept him away from the house of late.
What can you tell me about their relationship, working or otherwise?
There is not much to tell, only that there is no love lost between them. He was always quite private about his work. I know that he was helping Mr. Da Silva with some safety matters.
I found a check addressed to the Major from Monsieur Da Silva. It noted security consulting.
Ah, that's right, security. With his military training, he helped Mr. Da Silva prepare for any trouble with the strikes. A development? Oh, detective, I knew I could count on you.
It may not be the news you had wished for, though. Another letter has been found.
Addressed to me? I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Pardonnez-moi, mademoiselle. Although it has been written in the same manner, using similar phraseology, it was not sent for your eyes, rather the Major's. Or at least that is how it seems.
I'm sorry, detective, I don't understand. It is addressed to him or not?
I found it in the Major's study yesterday while conducting my preliminary search. Whether he is the author of the letter or the recipient, I am still yet to discover.
Heavens no, he could not do that.
You did not hesitate for a moment.
Why would he do such a thing? And then to send a letter to himself? It just doesn't make sense.
Merci for your time, mademoiselle. You are to a detective what an umbrella is to a traveler on a wet day.
Useful?
Exactement. Bonjour, Monsieur Damir.
Detective Poirot, how are you?
The truth, monsieur. With each step towards uncovering the blackmailer, I am thrown 2 steps back as to the identity of the Major's killer.
Is there something I can help you with? Archibald came to me and asked for my help in the matter. My brother and I dealt with it.
Merci for your help. It is a job that only the professionals should have to undertake.
It's a job that had to be done, although it may have affected my brother more than I.
How so?
At the sight of the body, the color drained from his face. Once we had reached the cellar, Zachariah took himself straight off to bed, without even a good night.
I get the feeling he probably couldn't do that. Couldn't bring himself to do that, psychologically.
I have not seen him since last night. I'm sure he will have been fine after a good night's sleep. He does not need his younger brother checking in on him.
Perhaps that is exactly what he requires.
I'm not sure what he told you yesterday, Detective, but he's a big boy. He can look after himself.
I worry that may not be the case, monsieur. His time in the war came up in conversation more than once during our conversations.
He's still talking about it? I thought talking to the doctor would have stopped all of that. Felix and Madame Vandenbosch are the only ones with keys, as far as I'm aware. Oh, and Archibald. I'm sure I heard Felix asking him to return something to it once.
Merci, monsieur. Comtesse, I wonder if I could ask you some questions.
That is it, detective? No small talk? No inflating of one's ego?
I am afraid not, Comtesse. With the murderer still loose in the house, my mind is rather preoccupied.
Well then, detective, perhaps I can be of some assistance.
Comment, madame?
I thought you might like to know what I found on the Major's body.
Why were you?
That certainly piqued your interest.
Indeed.
A man has been murdered, and you find it acceptable to fool around and joke.
Oh, please, detective. Do you really think so little of me? Archibald asked for my assistance. He knows of my medical training from my days as a nurse, and I thought I would be able to help.
It was not his place to grant you access to the body.
I shall remember to keep my assistance to myself next time.
Oh, rein the fuck back in.
A single stab wound, which you no doubt already knew. The knife was held in their right hand. I would say their predominant hand. Judging by the depth of the wound, I would say there was no great force put into the strike. More a sign of defense than attack. If I had to say what weapon was used, a small sharp knife or dagger.
I understand it may be difficult for one to keep such information to yourself, but I ask you to try. Your involvement has already tainted my investigation.
You are welcome, detective.
S'il vous plaît, Comtesse. Keep this information to yourself.
Everybody.
Whatever you need, detective.
Your assistant has been... Come, my little Grayson. The pieces of the puzzle are fine.
Shock.
I cannot see the logic in this. I should not be surprised by my own...
You there?
Whatever you need.
Your assistant...
Alright.
If it will help you find the Major's killer, of course. When he returned from the war, he was a different man. Everything became about what he had seen.
I cannot speak from experience, but I can only imagine the horrors he must have witnessed.
The first weeks he would wake in the night, screaming. I found him one night, cowering behind the desk in the study. When I tried to help him out from beneath it, well, it was the first time I had ever feared for my life.
That is not why you two are no longer close?
And not at all, detective. We were always very different in nature. While I had always wanted to follow an academic path, Zachariah was more of a free spirit. Or at least as free as our father and the laws would allow.
And yet, he ended up in the military. Quite the contrast.
Our father demanded that he at least try to do something with his life. And when some of his friends joined the army, he signed up with them. It wasn't long before he moved out from the family home after his return from the army. I always assumed that he had put the war and everything that came with it behind him and was moving on. But now I see that is far from the truth.
Okay. Well. Outside.
Aha. Huh.
Was that it? Oh. I think there may be a little bit more than that, but.
Huh. Oh. Ah. Bonjour, madame. You must be the wonderful cook.
Wonderful and modest, sir. I am Rihanna.
My taste buds thank you for the ravishing meal last night. It has been some time since I ate so well.
Glad to hear it, sir.
S'il te plaît, madame. A detective is fine.
In that case, mademoiselle is fine for me, and I will ignore your presumption of marriage.
Zing.
Très bon, mademoiselle.
That's right. I've seen staff come and go, but a house always needs a trustworthy cook.
What's interesting about that, though, is that, you know, servants in high-ranking positions were often given the presumption of marriage even when they weren't married. Not the presumption of marriage necessarily, but like a housekeeper, you know, the head housekeeper, at least in the English tradition, a head housekeeper, you know, when you see this in like Downton Abbey and stuff like that, head housekeeper would be Mrs. last name, right? Whereas all the maids would be first name, right? And the same with the cook. The cook was, you know, considered head of the kitchen, therefore would be Mrs. Blank, even if she wasn't married. So it's kind of weird.
But if I was
This
to eat
mademoiselle
what you
even
prepare every
got-
day, I
but
fear
maybe
I
it's
may be
different
the
on the continent.
size of
I
La
don't know.
Maison.
Not a bad thing, detective. You could do with some meat on your bones.
Well, with the snow still not clearing, we may be stuck here for the weekend. Perhaps I should look to adjust my pantalon buttons.
I did. Monsieur Archie told me what had happened. Bruises can swell fast, so I took him some ice to bring it down.
How was the Major when you saw him?
Grumpy, as always.
I suppose one would not take kindly to being punched as he was.
Punched or not, he was as ungrateful as ever.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
Right, well. Do have some slowly interesting things with the butler not talking about things we later find out. Right, are you going to be slightly more polite to me now that you need me?
Bonjour, madame. May I offer my condolences for your loss?
Thank you, detective, but they are not necessary. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you would be prepared to answer some questions.
If I must. I'm sure you're aware he was not the easiest man to get along with. His hot temper made him a number of foes.
A hot temper is reason enough to kill a man.
His mouth often acted before his brain. Perhaps someone had grown tired of dealing with it. Seeing as I heard Mr. Becker's in what I would describe as an unnecessarily loud exchange of words yesterday, he would be my first suspect.
You heard them yourself.
How could I not? The volume they were shouting at, I could hear them from the study in my room.
You did not think it fitting to tell me this yesterday?
I didn't think Felix was going to wind up dead and a murderer loose in my house. My apologies, detective. I assume you are talking about the supposed blackmail letter.
So you know.
Oui, madame. You know of it?
It arrived shortly after the first. Rather coincidental, if you ask me.
I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say, madame.
He no doubt had secrets hidden away. But do you honestly think Felix had anything of value to his name worth threatening him for?
Perhaps you should enlighten me.
Well, he was here, living in my house, eating my food, prepared by my staff. Does that answer your question, detective? I wouldn't put it past him to have written it himself, in the hopes of getting some sympathy from me.
And the other letters?
He probably wrote those too. If Angeline paid the first, that would have given him the money to pay the second letter. He is the White Knight, saves the day, and expects to live here happily ever after.
Odd that she's being so mean about it. So. Yeah, that same Poirot, same.
What is it you wish to know?
You two have been friends for some time now, and while I do not mean to pry, has your relationship only...
If you are trying to insinuate that Mr. De Silva and I are running around like schoolchildren, you could not be further from the truth. He was friends with my husband, for goodness sake.
Oui, I understand they worked together. Investments, if I am correct.
Mr. De Silva was the voice of reason that my husband should have listened to more often, instead of throwing our money at businesses that were already on the verge of bankruptcy.
Merci, madame. I shall not bother you any further.
Alright. So we're done in here. Anything that we can do? Something at least.
Magnifique.
All right. Be a reason for this. Yeah, talk to Angeline. Surprising nobody. She's a little more forthcoming. Not just in this, but in everything.
Is there something I can help you with, detective? You have got the wrong end of the stick, detective. Maman has snapped at him recently, but it was nothing more than that. It was something to do with the letter. I heard them in the library before Maman shouted and he stormed out of the room past me.
Could it have been the blackmail letter that instigated their argument?
Why would Maman be upset with him over the letter?
Madame is of a very different opinion from yourself regarding his connection with the letters. She believes him to be the author.
That is what she told you? She has always been one to make a quick, if not rash decision, but she cannot truly believe that. I don't recall telling him directly. I did not want Maman to find out it had been paid. If he knew, surely she would.
Madame believes he may have been behind all the letters, and taking your payment of the first, then used it to pay the second and be the hero in you and your mother's eyes.
I never knew Maman had such an imagination. Where would she get a story like that from?
That is a question I was hoping you may be able to answer.
You have met him. Do you really think he's capable of such a devious plan?
It is a plan only the most crooked and underhanded could create. Is that the Major? I am not so sure. I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
Interesting. By interesting, I mean not helpful.
I must act on thought and... I must take a different approach. Is there something? Things are beginning to become clear.
Is there something I can... I'm afraid it had been that way for some time. Maman is not forthcoming with her emotions, as I'm sure you are aware, but I could tell she had not been happy with their arrangement for the last few months.
What gave you that impression?
There was not one particular thing that she expressed, it was just the way she spoke to him and of him when he wasn't present.
I shall not keep you any longer.
It's a new conversation. Okay.
Whatever you need, Detective. Certainly, Detective.
A large loan.
Oh. Ah.
The father's cut out of the photograph, huh? Folded out. No, that was a ripped baby. And we just sit behind you. Patiently keep this photograph together. The lake close to my heart always. Cannot wait to see the young Angelina has grown. Beautifully their mothers. Only guessing you're reaching fine. Something to behold. Return to close. Return to the continent. Combination city paints me anything. So let's not meet with you. And the Viscount is also currently out of country. I hope you not feel the strain of loneliness. Okay, yeah. Christie. Yay. Couple more things.
This will not get me any closer. I must act on thought. What a revelation!
I think the letter was addressed to him. We're gonna have that's something to be released in public.
I must take a different approach. Come, my little grey cells. Is there something I am not?
No.
Another success.
Okay, that was a bit of a...
I cannot see the logic in this. The pieces of the puzzle are...
Okay. Would you stoop so low as to fake a blackmail letter?
Another success.
He
I
took out
never
a loan to
done.
pay one, so he was actually getting blackmailed.
Detective Poirot, I have been asked to inform you that Lady Vandenbosch has returned to her room, and she wishes not to be disturbed.
Merci. Madame certainly has mastered the art of subtlety.
They may not be the exact words she used, but I'm sure you can imagine. Excuse me, I have some further duties to attend to in the pantry.
Might have accidentally skipped that. Alright, let's search some more stuff.
Oh.
Yay.
Huh. Aha. Hmm. Order and method. That... I must take a different approach. I must act on thought and fact.
Oh, okay.
Magnifique.
I would not have guessed those two things go together. Huh. Okay, I guess. Also has nothing to do with what we just found. I wasn't expecting it to say something about that, maybe.
Detective Poirot, what do you think you are doing in here?
I have something I wish to discuss with you.
Well, I hope it is important enough to justify barging into one's bedroom.
I assure you it is.
Good, because this has gone on far too long. We are snowed in this house while a murderer runs amok.
I can understand your frustrations, but it is not as simple as...
You were once an incompetent officer, and now it seems you are just as incompetent as a detective.
When can I hit her, please?
If I was not being lied to and misled at every turn, perhaps the murderer would already be in custody.
I hope you are not suggesting I had something to do with Felix's murder.
I am suggesting that if I had the support that everyone claims they are offering, we would be in a very different situation.
If you have something you want to ask, I suggest you ask me now. We met before Angeline was born, so he was often at the house when she was growing up.
And where was it you two met?
I was attending an event. Felix was also in attendance as a serving officer. A conversation was struck.
So it was not through the Viscount that you two met?
I did not require my husband to start conversations on my behalf.
It was you that instigated it then?
My, detective. That active imagination of yours has taken you on quite some journey. Edwin spent much of his time away on business before Angeline was born. Felix was a welcome distraction from the loneliness of the house.
You were alone in the house?
The staff continued their duties, of course, but trying to get any sort of sophisticated or cultured conversation from them was like drawing blood from a stone.
And when Angeline was born?
Edwin remained at home. It was his duty as a father.
And the Major?
He had his own business and life to tend to, but we remained in touch via letter. Around the time of Edwin's passing, Felix had relocated to the area.
Viscount's death coinciding with the Major's return. The Major hanging around during periods of loneliness before Angeline was born.
I'm sure he has hundreds of letters in there. Most of them could and should have been thrown away a long time ago. You are going to have to be more specific.
I refer to the letter addressed to you, the one of a romantic nature.
Romantic nature? Oh, please, Detective. Felix did not have a romantic bone in his body.
He made his intentions quite clear in the letter. I must admit I myself was surprised.
You really do have quite the active imagination, Detective. If that is how you wish to interpret it, so be it. But I can assure you, the Major did not think of me that way, and certainly did not include it in a letter.
I think that is all for now. Merci, madame.
Right.
Come, my
Yeah,
little
too early for
Graces.
that.
This will not get me any close. Order and method.
Really?
That is... Some would say a lucky guess.
Well. Here it was. Oh no, you forgot thread. I'm sorry, honey.
Is this really necessary? He may have stayed in my home, but Felix was a grown man, Detective. What he kept, hidden or otherwise, has nothing to do with me.
She is so determined.
But it does not surprise you that he had such a photograph?
We have been friends, and he has been there for Angeline for many years, but you find it strange that he keeps a reminder of us? Perhaps that says more about you, Detective.
What I do find strange is that if he did hold a flame for you, why he would never express it.
If he did, it was not reciprocated. I have not even considered another since my husband's passing. Not that it is any of your business.
I think that is all for now.
Before I walk out of this room. Okay, talk to Angela. We are walking out of this room. Oh, it's 11. Shit. Stop. Alright, this, that is the icon that means we have saved. So. Okay, cool. Well, that is it for tonight. Yeah. So, quiet night, but in terms of playing and going forward, Thursday is kind of a bit of an open question. There's a possibility that I am not going to be streaming Thursday night and will be instead driving out to the Cape. I have to kind of play it by ear. So we might just have to play it by ear as well. I admit I had some small hope that I would be able to finish this today. That obviously has not been the case. We only got to chapter, what, like 5 or 6? And I believe there are 10 chapters. I did look that up or find that somewhere. I think it was actually in the game itself in like the achievements. So there are 10 chapters. So yeah, probably 1 or 2 sessions maybe, honestly. So we might just be on break. If that's the case, I'm sorry. So I may or may not stream on Thursday. Next week, the 8th and the 10th, I will not be streaming. Absolutely, definitely will not be streaming. Because I will be gone both of those days. I will be down the Cape. It will be lovely. I'm at the beach. Not going to stream. The 8th, however, that may be a streaming day. I'm sorry, the 15th. The 15th may be a streaming day. I am leaving yet again on the 16th to, again, go out to the Cape. So the 17th is no. 15th is kind of a maybe. But anyway, that's where we are. It's anyway, so yeah, not much more to say. Thank you for joining. And yeah, I guess we'll pick up with some more Hercule Poirot at an undefined point in the future, whenever that may be. Until that moment happens, have a great night, a great undefined amount of time, and I will see you all soon. Bye.